In this video, we have summer grant programs for small businesses, a $20,000 grant and a $5,000 grant. We're also going to show you 7 keys to be able to establish and set up your business credit. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rindy from Ask Rindy, and welcome to the #1 community for real estate, income, and credit. So if you'd like to know what these summer grant programs are for small businesses, and also the 7 steps that you need to take to establish your business credit today, make sure you watch the video to the end and leave a comment below if you need help with anything. Summer is a great time to apply for grants. It also marks the halfway mark of the year for intakes of many organizations and grants. So these are several grant programs for small businesses. And so for the first grant is a $20,000 grant from the NJEDA, or the New Jersey Economic Development Authority. And these grants focus on small to medium-sized businesses that have been negatively impacted by the pandemic. Recently, the state of New Jersey has allocated over $235 million in state grant funds for small business relief programs. Now, the Economic Development Authority is one of the bodies that actually administers these grants and disperses it to businesses that need it. So the process to apply for these grants is pretty simple. You actually have to be pre-registered through a phase. And the goal here is to administer and disperse over $200 million in grant funds to all eligible businesses. So there are 2 requirements for these grants. Your business has to be registered to do business within the state, and also you have to pre-register through their website, programs.njeda.com. And if you have questions regarding this program, you can contact them via email, and you can also call them at 609-292-9292. So the grant amount will be calculated based on FTEs, or full-time employees that your business employs. For micro businesses and businesses with 5 or fewer employees, including sole proprietorships, the grant amounts will go up to $10,000. For businesses with 6 to 25 full-time employees or FTEs, your grant amounts will go up to $15,000. And for businesses with 26 to 50 full-time employees, the grant amounts will be over $20,000. And these grants are meant to help businesses that have been highly impacted by the pandemic, from restaurants to child care providers to sole proprietors to entrepreneurs. The list goes on and on. Number 2. So the next grant is a $5,000 grant from the Small Business Emergency Assistance Grant Program. Now this is a $5 million grant program that provides $5,000 grants for small businesses in retail, arts, entertainment, recreation, accommodation, food services, and other service-based businesses. They also focus their grants on repair, maintenance, personal, and also laundry services. The goal is to be able to help reduce layoffs and also other furloughs. Now, a key thing to note here is that many states have small business emergency grant programs. You just need to be able to know where to find them. Of course, we've included those in our resource area, which you can actually see if your state has one by going to my website, askrindy.com, and clicking on grants and getting started today. Emergency assistance grant programs are some of the best programs for small businesses that exist. And you want to take advantage of the connections and also the relationships that you can gain by connecting with people in those offices. Now, while getting grants for your small business, you also want to take the very important and valuable step of establishing business credit for your business, because business credit will go a long way. It'll position you so that you can actually not only grow your business, but have your business actually pay and buy and acquire things in the business's name. So as I've promised, these are the 7 steps that you need to take to be able to establish your business credit. So number 1, so the first thing you need to do is to be able to register your business in the state that you're going to be doing business. Now, of course, I have several businesses, and I have most of my businesses set up as LLCs, limited liability corporations. These actually position you to mitigate and avoid risk personally. So once you have your business name, just register your business with the state. Number 2, the second step to take will be to be able to set up your EIN, or Employer Identification Number. This is going to be a number that's going to be attached to your business that you'll be using for all trade, or trade DBA, doing business as. Number 3, the third thing you'll need to do is to set up a business checking account. So when you register your business, you're going to get formation paperwork that your state will give you. You're going to take that along with your EIN to your bank and establish a business checking account. They may ask you for your personal ID and also a small deposit to set up a business checking account, but that will be absolutely necessary for step 3. Number 4, the next thing you'll need is a business phone number and also a physical address. Now, there are many services that are free that you can actually utilize to be able to get not only a phone number for your business, but also a physical address. Number 5, the 5th thing you're going to need is a DUNS number. So as I've shared in some of my other videos, a DUNS number is literally like the social security for your business. You can get that by going to the Dun & Bradstreet website and applying for a Dun & Bradstreet number. Number 6, and the 6th thing you'll need to do is to register your business for a Net 30 account. So there are companies out there that will actually allow you to be able to take goods and services and pay them 30 days later, 60 days later, 90 days later, and you want to register your business with companies that actually will report your payment history to Dun & Bradstreet. This will actually increase your business credit worthiness. And that's why it's very key that you actually take this step to be able to establish these net 30 accounts. Now, I actually have a secret strategy that I use to be able to establish business credit, utilizing vendors and also getting more vendors to report to Dun & Bradstreet to increase my credit worthiness for my business. Companies such as Uline are also options that you can use to be able to establish getting materials for your company and establishing your business credit early on. And the seventh and final step that you need to do to establish business credit is to be able to sign up and download the NAV app. You can do that by simply going to nav.com, and this will be a great way for you to be able to monitor your business credit score as it goes up or down. You want to make sure that with your net 30 accounts, you're paying them well in advance of the due date. So my recommendation is that you pay them between 10 and 15 days after you've been invoiced. Another great summer grant program is also out of New Jersey, and it's New Jersey Entrepreneur Support Program. This is a $5 million program that encourages capital flows and also 80% loan guarantees for working capital loans and also startup entrepreneurs. And there are many entrepreneur support programs across the country. And in cases where other grant programs have been depleted or exhausted, you can apply for these entrepreneur support programs to be able to get funding for your business operations and also scaling. And one of the keys to getting small business grants is that you need to be in position. So it's very important that you actually start to take inventory of your business. Have evidence of cash flow and also income, including receipts and invoices. And make sure you get with your accountant to position yourself. So when it's time for your business to be able to receive or petition to be able to get a small business grant, that you're actually in position. You don't want to wait until the opportunity presents itself to start to get prepared, because there may be some seasoning required in some cases. So regardless of what state you're in, your local economic development authority, emergency assistance grant programs, and also entrepreneur support grants are some of the best sources to find grants for small businesses. And you also may be able to find entrepreneur support grants in your state by simply Googling them. So there are millions of dollars available and being released for small businesses that have been impacted by the pandemic and are looking for relief to be able to rehire, to restart, and reset their companies. So I hope you find these tips helpful. If you'd like to get more information on your local economic development authority, make sure you go to my website, ashrainey.com, click on grants, and go to our resource area and get started today. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can also email me. My email address is ashrainey@gmail.com. So I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.